welcome to another episode of KMC Vibes. This is your host, DL. And today's guest we have from the UK, Mercury Machine. I'll let them explain their music and stuff. They'll be performing at KMC 2020 this year through live stream. I'm really kind of enthused about them because I definitely like British rock bands. So I'd like to hear what they have to say. So without any further delay, let's get on with it. Mercury Machine, hey, how are you doing, guys?
How are you doing?
Good,
right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Sunday morning, so
Cool.
Buzzing.
How many band members are there? There are five members, is that correct?
Yeah, there's 5 members in total. We're just missing one today.
Okay, but just 4 for the interview today. If you could introduce yourselves, let's see, starting from the guy sitting in the chair.
That's me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm Gav. I'm the drummer in the band.
Okay.
I'm Tim. I play guitar in Mercury Machine.
Okay.
I'm Carl. I do bass and vocals.
Okay.
I'm Kade. I play keys.
Your name again? Ken?
Kade. It's Kade.
I like that name better, Ken.
Okay. Got it. Cool. And Kent, you're bass, right?
No, I'm keys.
Oh, sorry, keys. Okay. Bass. Bass is Carl, right? All right. So let me get started here. You guys are where is your home base? Are you in London?
No, we're definitely not in London. We're in Manchester. So,
Manchester. Okay.
Yeah. So we're from the north of England, basically. We're based in. We're actually right in the city centre at the moment. So that's where we are.
We're just going through our rainy season at the minute.
Which lasts for about 12 months.
It started in 1982.
Right. Yeah, I visited the UK. I visited mainly London a long time, several years ago, and it was in December. It was my first time there, and I was quite surprised because I saw the sun only one time in 7 days.
You picked the worst one.
Yeah. A lot of people said, "Well, you were downright lucky." Well, let me get started and ask you guys. So, how would you best describe your music?
Dark. I guess it's our music is it's dark synthesizer based. We described it as like dark electro before as well, and it's definitely got those themes running through it. But also we take quite a lot of influence from kind of film soundtracks and soundscapes and cinema and things as well, which builds into the kind of the synthesizers and that sound. But we've also got that kind of rock indie element to it, and that comes from, as part of that, we're a Manchester band and we're proud of that, and that sound and that kind of heritage from here also is part of the music that we've got together.
So do you actively do soundtrack recordings?
No.
No, we don't, but to be honest, it's been interesting because it's not something that we've set out to do, but we have had feedback that people have noticed that about the music. One quote that we had around it was that it was almost like the first album that we had out last year, and one of the quotes that we really liked was that it was like the best soundtrack to an 80s vampire movie that wasn't yet made. And so we were like, oh wow, really? We hadn't set out to do anything to do with soundtracks, but it's sometimes when people say something, it's made us really think, what is it we sound like and what we don't like? Oh, that's really good. So no, it's not something we've actively done, but it is something that's in the music.
I think we've got that the soundtrack feedback. I think we got that at least twice, haven't we?
Yeah,
maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's definitely that's definitely within our music, and that's what kind of stands out to a lot of people.
There's plenty of people who haven't said that as well, though. So it's not that we just do soundtracks.
Yeah. To be clear.
Yeah. Okay, I see. And so I'd like to go ahead and give some people, give the audience, listeners, a chance to check out the music. So we'll start with the first song, This calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new EP.
Is there any particular story behind the song?
Well, this call in itself, it's sort of Lee set out and made it. It's a conversation with himself about it's like his good side and his bad side, and the things he wants to achieve in his life, and how he set out in life to achieve his calling, and he's still trying to achieve it.
Okay. And This Calling. All right. Well, let's check out This Calling by Mercury Machine.
Talk with me. Can you reply honestly? I hope you try. This house has frozen time. In all ways, rise now. I don't know how. There's no way out. I'm underground, lost in the crowd. I hear the sound calling me. Cross this divide, warning me. I cannot hide this hold on me. Lost in the crowd, fall with me. Another day. There's no way back this time. This calling. Just give me one last time. This calling in disguise. I ran somehow the darkest skies in this ghost town. This house has frozen time. Till time
That was This Calling by Mercury Machine. And let's see, your stage show, do you have any particular themes that run through your stage show, like that fit with the image of the band, or you just get up and do what you do?
We pretty much just do what we do, really. But it's if you come to one of our gigs, it's we like to make a show of it. So it's like a light show with it as well, and it's like dark and moody. It's just basically the music and creating an atmosphere to be kind of dark.
But with that though, what I would say is for the performance for you guys, we're going all to town on this. So there is a theme coming with that. And we've also got some kind of, well, I don't want to reveal too much, but there is some kind of performances that are also taking part with us, which will add to the theme that embellishes that kind of darkness and that feeling as well. So watch this space.
You want to say what it is now?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather do a bit of
An area of mystery.
Well, we'll just say there's a Japanese link to it.
And there's also something to do with masks and demons.
Okay, well, like for example, I see you guys are all wearing, black tops and dark pants. Is that kind of a basic theme of the band when you perform?
I think pretty much, yeah. I don't think it would suit us if we went on stage or anywhere wearing bright yellow stuff or.
Right.
It doesn't suit the music really, so.
Yeah, that's definitely true. There is like the dark element to it, but it begins with that, and then even the lights, like that Gav was talking about, like we've got a particular idea of how they fit in with our mood and feeling of the music as well. So it's not we do have, we've got ideas on that too that we do incorporate.
Well, how did the band get started?
So we started as a bit of a project about 10 years ago. So it was myself and Lee. So Lee he's not here today. He's the lead singer and he writes the majority of the music. And way back when, we were just kind of experimenting with kind of electro music, and we were inviting other artists, other singers to come and lay their vocals over the music that we were creating. And we did that for probably about a year or two, and worked with a few really talented vocalists. And then we just started tinkering around with a couple of these tracks and changing some of the kind of keyboard parts to kind of guitar riffs and things like that. And we thought, we can actually create something here that we can do live. We can introduce guitars and bass and live drums. So that's what we did. And then we brought kind of friends into the band, musicians into the band, and created Mercury Machine, and that was around 2014. And we went on to do our first gig towards the end of that year. Fast forward a few years, we've been through a few different band members. I think we've had a few drummers, a few keyboard players, and a few guitarists. Myself and Lee are the kind of the original members. We've been together. The current lineup that we've got now is probably about 2.5, 3 years, and it feels right. This is Mercury Machine. We gel. Everything makes sense now. Over the years, with the different musicians that we've had, it's just not clicked. But as soon as we all came together, we knew this was it. This was the band.
And the cool of that was the album that we got out last year, I guess. And then that was a massive thing for us, and then that's been the catalyst for lots of really positive things. So, yeah.
Where do you guys usually play live?
So far, it's the majority of the time it's been the Manchester kind of scene, because it's quite a famous scene in the UK. But we've kind of ventured out a little bit. We've played some of the kind of towns and cities, and
Warsaw.
Oh yeah, just getting onto that, Tim. Last year we were invited to play an international kind of festival in Poland, Juvenalia. So we were kind of flown out, all expenses paid, and performed to thousands of people at a festival in Warsaw in Poland. And I got to say it was the kind of best treatment that we've ever had. Kind of drinks, free drinks, food. We were, anywhere we needed to go. We just had to call the guy and he'd have a taxi waiting for us. And just the vibe and how, you know, just really positive experience that we all had, which was great. And, you know, we hope that one day we can have that same kind of positive treatment here in the UK as well.
I should say as well for Kade, it was your first time on an aeroplane, wasn't it? He was really nervous.
Right. Well, yeah. You know, you always have to get big outside of your own box, and then you'll be appreciated at home.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And what is your interest in Japan?
From my point of view, I've been to Japan, so I've been, I was lucky to visit there on holiday and just fell in love with it. So travelled around Japan a lot, and I visited Tower Records, and it was fantastic, and just the feeling, and also music there. I went to a few different music clubs as well, actually, and like a blues music club there where I actually jammed with some people there as well, which was brilliant. So yeah, it gave me an appreciation for Japanese culture. And also just the seriousness and that Japanese people have around detail and quality. And I think that, you know, that's something that we aspire to in the band as well. And you're anime now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been obsessed with anime since I was about 5, so I've always loved Japanese culture and things like that. Yeah.
What's your favorite anime?
All of them.
That's a shit answer.
You put him on the spot now, anyway.
Naruto's good. I've watched that a few times. One Piece, Bleach. I could just name them all, to be fair. They're all good.
Yeah. My favourite with the anime stuff is the pedal that came out, where you've actually got a guitar pedal that's got the voices of anime characters on it. Look at that. Yeah, you can do like different voices.
Really? Sounds interesting. I'd like to move ahead with the second track, Fictional Mind. What's the story with this?
Fictional Mind, really. Lee wrote this about his own personal struggle mentally, really. It's like what he thinks about within any sort of social situation. And it's trying to face that fear of like your own mind creating stories in your own mind about other people and situations, which may not be true, but to Lee, he creates these visions in his head, and he's trying to fight that battle and overcome it, kind of face the fear and try and move forward through it.
To be clear, so Lee's the kind of chief songwriter, and a lot of the, so he's autistic, and he also struggles with his own kind of mental health as well. So you'll find that a lot of the Mercury Machine kind of tracks carry that theme throughout them. You know, it all kind of links back to kind of feelings of isolation and kind of struggling with mental health and stuff.
How do you guys write songs? Does he mainly write the lyrics and you guys write the music?
No, so so Lee starts with the music. It's always the music first. So he'll kind of tinker about with getting the track how he kind of envisaged it before he brings it to us, and then we'll each go over the parts and we'll jam it as a band. And once we've got that kind of quite tight, Lee will then start kind of experimenting with the kind of vocal melodies. You know, he'll sing to begin with. He'll sing kind of just nonsense, just to get the melody kind of fixed, and then he'll go away. Sometimes I join him as well. And we then kind of start building the kind of lyrical content of the song. We lock onto a theme and then kind of build from there.
Yeah, I guess it's fair to say that Lee's kind of the mastermind of Mercury Machine, I would say, and then we kind of complement each other and fit into that process as is needed with him. And there's a difference in how we might approach that versus some other bands because of. I mean, Lee's happiest in the studio. He had a studio for years, and because of his, you know, partly with the autism and stuff, that means that he likes working in isolation in certain parts, and then, you know, he feels comfortable to bring it out to us guys, and then we'll add in ideas, and then he can work within the context of that, and then go away and do it in isolation again. So that's part of the sound of the band connects to the fact that even the writing process is perhaps a bit different. And also, what I should say is, with Mercury Machine, every single part that you'll hear in one of the recorded tracks has been considered and tried different versions of thousands of times before a decision is made that that's the right thing. Because the perfection element that he has with it is very unusual.
I've got something to add to that as well. It's a few months ago, he was writing, I think he was, can't remember which track it was, but he sent us all a text message saying, right, listen to these two versions of this track. And at 2 minutes 48, there's one note in it. You need to tell us which one's better in each one of the tracks.
It's broken.
Was it broken? It was broken, and so far, right, okay. So I listened to it. I couldn't tell any difference.
None of us could. None of us could.
But to Lee, it's the minute detail to make the perfect track, and so that's kind of who we have to put up with.
Sure. Yeah, I've met several people who are like that. Definitely, yes. And I mean, of course, it's their baby. You know, it's their project. It's something that they create. So, what? Who doesn't want to take care of what you create? Totally understood.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a listen and a look at "Fictional Mind" by Mercury Machine.
I ask you why you return to me. I saw mobility, I see potential in a piece of coal. I will find the hope in a black hole. Anxiety is a shadow, it finds a way to reach out, to touch me, caress me, to tell me what the truth is. Your name is fear. I find myself in your world, in this room, in this life. I'm running with a fictional mind. Your name is fear. Please tell me why you brought me here. This room, this life. Running with a fictional mind. I was all alone. You were there in the unknown's possibility. Things that depend. You disguise yourself as a good friend. Reality has a new tale. You point the way, lift the veil, I stand before you. For the first time, and without defense, won't be the last time. Your name is fear. I find myself in your world, in this room, life. Running with a fictional mind. Your name is fear. Please tell me why you brought me here. This room, this life. Running with a fictional mind. Your name is fear. Tell me why you brought me here. You brought me here. Running with a fictional mind. This room, this life. Please tell me why. Tell me why. Running with a fictional mind.
That was Fictional Mind by Mercury Machine. You guys, how many these days? It's not the question isn't how where are you online? Where's your website? It should be how many social networks are you registered on these days?
So it's we're on it wherever we're at.
I won't say
Not
everywhere.
live
I
though. I
think
think we should be online, shouldn't we, for Japan? Which I found out the other day.
online.
Well, it's called Lime.
Online.
That's the big one in Japan, apparently.
Right. First I've heard of it.
Me too.
I think we're just on the like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Them are the three main ones, and then obviously our own website.
Right. Do you use YouTube heavily, like for promotion and like uploading a lot of different stuff?
Oh yeah, so yeah, we're on YouTube as well.
Spotify, you can get music through Spotify.
Right.
Yeah, so we've done everything through that, which is really good because it's got people across all over the world, I guess, listening into it in some form. And then we do a lot of internet radio stuff as well. So that's been really great because, for example, we have fans in Australia. We were doing interviews last week for Australia as well. And the internet, and in America, we get a lot of stuff going through there. And we've got fans in Peru, in a village in Peru.
And Alaska.
And
Alaska.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the brilliant stuff about the online. We've just picked up like some really enthusiastic fans. It can be wherever, really.
Yeah.
And that's been a really great thing about it.
Is your music both digitally downloadable, streamable, and you have physical recorded stuff?
Yeah, you can download from all the major platforms like
Mhm.
iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. We do have on our website you can buy our debut album, and we still need to do a physical copy of the new EP.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got CD, we sell CD, obviously at gigs and things, we're selling all that kind of stuff, which is really good. And we like doing that. And we get people from like in America ordering the CD, which is really nice as well.
Oh, really? How is the market in the UK? Is everyone basically downloading and streaming?
Pretty much, yeah, but there seems to be kind of a fashion for vinyl as well. And we seem to be getting a lot of independent record labels, record shops opening up, selling vinyl. So that's an avenue we will go down with our music. but it's just so expensive to get vinyl cut.
Yeah, one thing that I find strange, I see a lot of people, printing vinyl and so on, but as I go into the electronic stores, I have yet to really see, the record, the quote unquote record players, the turntables, like we had back in the day. I'm like, where are people buying how are they playing these things? They don't have stereo systems, of course.
Yeah.
I've got one here. This is my plant moment, and I've got my record player there. So
okay.
I do like a bit.
In terms of your image, you wanted to, of course, come to Japan this year for KMC, but you were not able to. What kind of were you looking to do if you were able to come to Japan?
Play. Yeah, I mean, just play. Like that was, and meet some Japanese musicians and create some relationships as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, network, definitely.
We enjoy having our music heard because we like picking up fans, because every fan you pick up, it means your music's had meaning to them, and we really enjoy that.
Tim, when you were in Japan, did you notice a big difference in terms of the Japanese fans compared to fans in the UK?
I find what I noticed about Japanese people in general is I found them like connoisseurs of culture. So it's like the way in which they've understood American culture and taken really good things from it, whether it's like doing a whiskey bar and just doing it in the most amazing, perfect way, or even making like the best hamburgers you've ever had. And like the way the Japanese do, they do them like perfectly, like it's unbelievable. So and I found that with music as well, in that kind of the way in which they take something like the rockabilly stuff in Central Tokyo, and you've got that like appreciation in detail for like some kind of music and an understanding of it and a willingness to really listen to it. So that kind of fandom and for people who look at something and really try and understand it in detail, that's why I think for me, what we felt, we thought of what we do, like the precision that's in what we do, and coming from Lee and the music, that's where I think there might be a really good connection.
Right, very, very well crafted.
Exactly.
Right, well crafted, well studied. Definitely.
Well crafted, well thought out, attention to detail, design, thought process, all those things are within the music, and I know they're in there because I'm witnessing him doing it and how he does it. And so that in itself, like, is something I feel like I have a really nice connection with the cultural aspect.
Definitely. That's a big attraction for people who are careful to detail.
Yeah.
Moving on, I'd like to do the third and final track, Unsaid. Anything particular about this song?
This is off the album. This song's about, it's sort of based on relationships in a way, but it's things that people don't say to each other even though they're thinking and feeling it. It's all the words that go unspoken.
Very, very, very simply put.
Yeah, but at least it was controversial.
Yeah, I was trying to keep the words minimal.
Well, yeah, if you're talking about stuff unspoken, it's better to not speak.
That was exactly what I was going for.
Well, while these guys are taking a laugh break, let's check out this track, Unsaid by Mercury Machine.
Words that could be said are not buried in the head till I forgot the time that comes to pass. is on repeat. Whisper through the glass, I'm in retreat, divided by the truth. In the end, part of what we lose if we defend, see things as they are, undefined, leaving us so far behind. Tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You try hard to keep it in your head. In silence we're wasting away. Show me right now, show me what I don't know. You try hard to never let it show. Hiding behind the unsaid. No more signals that I've read and then ignored. A chance to speak your mind, to find a way to leave it all behind. With what you say, tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You try hard to keep it in your head. In silence we're wasting away. Show me right now, show me what I don't know. You try hard to never let it show. Hiding behind the unsaid, you understand it's over before it could start. All in our heads, and we are divided. It's over before it could start. Tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You tell me right now, give me some truth instead. Tell me right now, give me some truth instead. You try hard to keep it in your head. In silence we're wasting away. Show me right now, show me what I don't know. You try hard to never let it show. Hiding behind the unsaid.
That was Unsaid by Mercury Machine. Really fantastic sound for you guys. I hope that one day you'll get a chance to come to Japan and perform live. Until then, we look forward to your performance in September at KMC. Any final words for the audience out there?
Watch us. Watch the video, you'll like it. We're good.
Yeah, we just look forward to coming over there someday and performing. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
In terms of finding you guys on YouTube, just a simple like typing in Mercury Machine and you'll pop up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for the interview, and again, I look forward to seeing you perform at KMC in September.
Okay. Thank you, Dwayne.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
That was Mercury Machine, all the way from Manchester in the UK. They'll be performing on September 19th at KMC 2020. Look for them, and see you next time. Peace.